Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever felt like you're using the same words over and over again, and wish you could make your English sound more natural and varied? Communication is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice and by learning new tools. Today, we're going to expand your vocabulary and help you sound more like a native speaker by mastering 3 powerful expressions with the verb speak. We'll dive into what it means to speak in code, speak in someone's favor, and speak to the crowd. By the end of this video, you lines not only understand these phrases, but also know exactly how to use them in your own conversations. Ready to level up your English? Let's get started. Our first expression is speak in code. Now, what does that mean? To speak in code means to talk in a way that is deliberately difficult for others to understand. It's a form of secret communication, where the words used have a hidden or special meaning known only to the people involved in the conversation. You might use jargon, inside jokes, or specific references that only your group gets. Think of it like having a secret language. For example, imagine 2 software developers talking about a project. One might say to the other, "We need to refactor the legacy codebase before the next sprint to avoid more technical debt." To an outsider, that sentence is full of confusing terms. But to them, it's a clear and concise way to communicate a specific technical plan. They are speaking in code, using the specialized language of their profession. Let's look at another example. Picture a couple at a party who wants to leave without offending the host. One might say to the other, "I think it's about time we went to check on the cat." Now, they might not even have a cat. Checking on the cat is their prearranged signal, their code, for "let's go home now." They are speaking in code to communicate their intention secretly. It's not always about professional jargon. It can be a personal, shared language between friends or family. For instance, my sister and I have a code phrase, "Is it getting cloudy?" Which means we feel an argument is about to start in a family gathering, and it's our signal to change the topic or step away. So, when you hear speak in code, remember it's about using language that has a secret layer of meaning, understood only by a select few. Now, let's move on to our second expression, speak in someone's favor. This phrase is quite straightforward and very useful, especially in professional or formal settings. To speak in someone's favor means to say something positive about them, to support them, or to defend them. You are essentially acting as a positive reference for that person. For instance, if your colleague is being considered for a promotion, you might speak in their favor during a meeting with your manager. You could say, "I'd like to speak in Sarah's favor. She has been an incredibly dedicated team member, and her project management skills are outstanding. She would be a great fit for the new role." Here, you are using your words to build her up and support her candidacy. This expression is also common in situations where someone's character or actions are being questioned. Let's say your friend is being unfairly criticized by others. You could step in and say, "Hold on, I need to speak in John's favor. I've known him for years, and he is one of the most honest people I know. There must be a misunderstanding here." In this case, you are defending your friend's reputation. Speaking in someone's favor is a powerful way to show loyalty and support. It is about using your voice to highlight someone's good qualities or to stand up for them when they need it. The next time you want to recommend or defend someone, try using this phrase. It sounds professional, clear, and impactful. Our third and final expression for today is speak to the crowd. This one relates to public speaking and how a message is received by a large audience. To speak to the crowd means to address a large group of people, often in a way that is designed to be appealing, persuasive, or entertaining. It's not just about talking in front of people, it's about connecting with them. A successful politician, for example, must know how to speak to the crowd. They need to use language and a delivery style that resonates with the audience, making them feel understood and inspired. You might hear someone say, "The candidate's speech really spoke to the crowd. Everyone was cheering and completely engaged." This means the message was effective and well received by the large group. This expression can also be used to describe the content of a speech itself. If an idea or a message speaks to the crowd, it means it is popular or widely appealing. For example, a company launching a new product might focus on features that they know will speak to the crowd, meaning features that the general public will find exciting and desirable. A filmmaker might create a movie with a theme that speaks to the crowd, aiming for a box office hit. So, it's about tailoring your communication for a mass audience. When you speak to the crowd, you are aiming for broad appeal and a strong, positive reaction from a large number of people. It's a key skill for leaders, marketers, and anyone who needs to influence a large group. So, let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. We explored 3 fantastic expressions using the verb speak first. We have speak in code, which means to use a secret or specialized language that only certain people can understand. Think of spies, tech experts, or even just close friends with their own inside jokes. Second, we learned speak in someone's favor, which means to support, defend, or say positive things about a person. It is what you do when you recommend a colleague for a job or stand up for a friend. And third, we covered speak to the crowd, which means to address a large audience in an engaging and persuasive way, delivering a message that resonates with many people. These 3 expressions will add more precision and color to your English. They allow you to describe different types of communication much more effectively. I encourage you to try using them. The next time you notice people using secret slang, you can think, "Ah, they're speaking in code." Or when you want to support a friend, you can say, "Let me speak in your favor." Mastering these phrases is all about practice. Try to make 1 or 2 sentences with each expression this week. Write them down, say them out loud, and look for opportunities to use them in conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this lesson helpful and feel more confident in your communication skills. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more useful English expressions, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next lesson. Hit that notification bell too. Let me know in the comments below which of these expressions was new to you, or try creating a sentence with one of them. I love reading your comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.